How's it going, friends of Nemo? A big concern brought to me as a fish owner is that people don't have luck keeping fish. And I'm here to say that it's not about luck at all. Just like raising a kid, having a dog, or a flower garden. It's all about just a little bit of education that you're going to get before you make that purchase and bring whatever you're going to bring home. So to start off, we're going to talk about an enclosure. This can be used or new. The best fish in my house has a used enclosure, and he is happy and thriving. Everybody knows Triton by now. But to set that up, I needed to condition the water and get the chlorine out of it. And that was the first step. And a lot of people don't know this. They bring home a beta, something like that. They put tap water in there. They don't understand why the beta of goldfish is belly up in a week. Well, not only is it a $2 fish, but you probably burnt his gills up with some chlorine. The next thing that we're going to need to talk about in a tank setup, stress zymes, good bacteria, especially if you're starting a tank with a brand new filter. This is going to help clear up your water, kind of like British Columbia, Canada, where you can go with a stream of rocks that has a moss on it. This is going to make those good green enzymes and algae that are going to grow in your filter. They're going to help polish your water, keep it clean. This is important. The next thing up on the list, aquarium salt. A lot of new people in this hobby think that this is for saltwater aquariums. No. Saltwater aquariums do add salt, and salt will not evaporate from your tank. So you have to pay attention with that. The correct amount of salt to your fish's tank will help clean your fish's gills and scales. After you start feeding the fish and he starts pooping in there and all that, you're going to need to find a way to control your ammonia. And if your tank happens to get cloudy because of a bio overload, too much food, a rookie mistake, you want to make your tank look nice for the public, maybe a little bit cleaner for the fish to breathe. You don't want it to be like a smoky bar in there. You're going to use some clarifier. Take that cloudiness out of the tank. The next thing that we're going to talk about is nutrition. Normally people get a bottle like this and they think, wow, I got food for my fish for $6.99 and I saved $1. And this is great, right? Do you want to eat spaghetti every day of your life? You're going to want to switch it up a little bit, right? If you're going to actually eat and gain weight and thrive. So we're going to offer them some more protein. Maybe some floaters to beat around and have fun with and munch on. We're going to add algae wafers, right? Especially for the Pletco that's in there. And maybe even make our own little house mix. And now this isn't including frozen meals and gelatin meals and stuff like that that you can get at your local pet store or from your local supplier. So now we're going to talk about advanced water solutions. We can start off with easy stuff like plants, like hornworm, that's going to help us control our nitrates. We can add things like catappa leaves to help lower our pH levels and enhance breeding in certain breeds. We can also use a pinch of baking soda to raise pH levels if we need to, or when hatching brine shrimp. But Brian, pH levels, chlorine, chemicals, all this sounds like so much for me to absorb right now. Well, we have a solution. We have things like this, the API Master Kit, right? It's just like testing your chlorine in your swimming pool. Little dip tabs in there, and it's going to tell you just where all your levels are at. This is going to be the most crucial tool to any fish keeper. And the last thing on the list to having the most healthy fish any of your friends have ever seen is general stimuli. And that can be artificial, like a simple mirror on the tank. He knows what it is. Or it can be a simple hand gesture. I recommend doing stimulus right before feeding. Kind of like a dog, you tell them to sit, you give them a treat, and they get into a routine. That's what you're going to want to do with your fish. With your lights, with your stimulus, with whatever it might be. Create a steady routine for your fish, a steady environment, and you will have a happy and thriving fish. Have a good day, guys. Until next time, like and subscribe. Love you.